Until everyone walks their way up to the front. Who's here to see Marzil? Me too. My name's The Listener, from Deep Space 5. I'm from Arkansas, as a matter of fact, from the old US of A. Who's ready to hear some raps? Good. I'm going sans DJ today. Different beat. Here we go. This is my raps. Everybody say L-I-S-T-E-N-E-R. Say L-I-S-T-E-N-E-R. Now say I'm not listening. Say I'm not listening. I have a blunt instrument and I speak bluntly into it. Some call it micro, but I happen to think it's infinite. I put a lot on the table and we'll see how far it gets. It's good for you. You're gonna sit until you finish it. You've decided my fate with the phone hanging in the balance between your ear and shoulder. Why don't I do you a favor and push my soft left cheek in your close fits of rage while you smolder? Step right up, everyone. I'm handing out pieces of myself. Try and grab for it. Maybe you'll find a piece there for yourself. And when you're tired of hoping and looking for the answers, just turn this track off with hopes to forget all your cancers. Tugging and burning at your lifelines, pulling you under, trying to drown your waterlogged mind. Whose fault is it? Who cares? We got bigger fish to fry. The authorities have been alerted. All we can do now is try, but that really won't fix anything. We need a guarantee on success. I won't stop pushing until I hear you grab for your first breath. I'm begging to be your crutch, your security blanket, your hot soup on a cold night, your landing pad, your open air. I want to be the arms you look for to hold you tight. I found a dry spot to land on. I'm not perfect, that's why I've been branded a beginner. See, I've got a big heart to stand on. 3 syllables, one plan, one God, one man listener. Now say L-I-S-T-E-N-E-R. Now say I'm not listening. Say I'm not listening. Say L-I-S-T-E-N-E-R. Now say I'm not listening. Say I am not listening. Now we've all got the internet where we're blind to an idea. We've been caught in a net. It's not like it's an evil, but is it necessary to constantly be able to email your people? We're in the age of communication and I can appreciate its greatness, but it takes a toll on a nation who can't face each other and say this. Hey, you're fired. I don't think we should see each other anymore. By the way, I'm pregnant. Here's the link to check out all your latest scores. I just wanted to drop you a little note and let you know if you're being evicted. Hi, I know I'm a stranger, but check out my website. Make sure you're 18, it's restricted. It's your lucky day. You want a car, don't believe me? How about a vacation? We can now all sit at home in our big fluffy thighs and order groceries from the gas station. So when you're tired of convincing people you're not here to play, just turn this track down with hopes that it will all go away. See, I'm a firm believer in practicing my beliefs until my feet hurt, but I don't believe that I have to beat you over the head until you see dirt. I won't say the words you wish I would say, wearing a catchphrase t-shirt. I'm my own person. I don't even mind if you label me a jerk. Using raps as your personal tool is not an epiphany that you decided to copyright, so stop pushing sandbags around my feet, dry your tears, let's hold hands and fighting. We can start by throwing a few W's where our gaps, tech, shotties, and nines. See, I'm just like you. I'm a listener. I'm a hit single. I'm your holy beats and rhymes. It's pure insanity how some people literally say nothing and always claim vocabulary and they swear they're the excrement. Hi, my name's Charmin. I'm here to wipe your profanity. Now say L-I-S-T-E-N-E-R. Now say I'm not listening. Say I'm not listening. Say L-I-S-T-E-N-E-R. Now say I'm not listening. Say I'm not listening. Give yourselves a hand.
Yes, sir.
I'm in a crew called Deep Space 5. We make rap music for ears. How we doing, Toronto? Say yeah. The fact is, most of the time I rhyme, I force fiction into your minds, and I feel guilty for a while because of your susceptible nature, but then I smile consciously. It's designed for a fact. I do this art like it's my only way to speak. Paint 35-second murals into your thoughts with the fumes making you weak. The fact of the matter is, more hard tears, 4 ways for your bleakness. Fortunately, I know that you're just being facetious, but that's not a fact the most can heavily rely on. My quest is to actually find the balance between classic and Krylon. Forgetting the bold-faced facts is what you seem free to focus on. Deep Space 5, freaking fictitious crews with our fact rations. Fostering truth, raising up your dope mind's attraction. Off action flattens all lies you wanna give us. Fostering truth to uncover your injustice. And it goes A, absolutely. B, because it's dope. C, constantly moving head dead. Going for broke. D, the definition of death. E, excel to burn MCs. F, finish your words eternally. A, absolutely. B, because it's dope. C, constantly moving head dead. Going for broke. D, the definition of death. E, excel to burn MCs. F, finish your words eternally. Woo! Hi.
Yeah.
When my lines get punched, it gives you cauliflower ear, and I'm sorry, I'm so glad you finally got the chance to blow up, except for the fact that it was all in your face. You'll get over it. I think it's fantastic that you're out here rapping. It's like you're a really funny joke, but without all the laughing. I seem to be sprinkling chocolate gem drop jewels, and for the gold-fronted fools carry the heaviest of styles with the most handsome of pacules. I'm talking about cement feathers and tiny rhinoceros, bull elephants like a non-matriculated in a student figure at robot factory starter kids pushing iron butterflies to an obviously easy mazing. Getting self-conscious, almost sick, sitting through your kind of praise. I'm chained and it's upsetting. You're brain dead and I'm regretting that I even chose to take this much artistic license by wedding your appetite and letting us get this far along without trying to teach you something. Painting purple and blue circles around your itchy head, thoughts snapping like trees. I sit with a smile. You stand with a blank look. Let's all sing and dance and bake cookies from third world countries and then go write a book about how we went and conquered all and didn't even a chance to try and fall and decided to tear down a bunch of walls and blah, blah, blah. I really am free. See, I no longer have a need for your quasi-safe baby placenta. You got something to say, that's great, let's get up and say it. You got something to listen to, that's right, because I made it. Right? I'll say raps and then yo, listen to them, it's nothing new really. I'm not trying to start a trend, I'll speak what's on my mind, maybe gain a few friends. I'll say raps and then yo, listen to them, it's nothing new really. I'm not trying to start a trend, I'll speak what's on my mind, maybe gain a few friends. Here in Toronto, most of the time I'm just content to sit around and rhyme, but then again I probably should do something more responsible with my most of the times. I really do need to get a new hobby and stop trying to waste your precious blank. Mostly because of the sweat that stinks my eyes when I work too hard, but I know it's the stress that leaves me breathless. You're a true statue and I'm not talking about a rock that doesn't move. You're like a rock that someone else made that tries to look like something that doesn't move, and I feel like I should be embarrassed, but then I know that others are for me. I know that there are others that are for me and care for taking a group for me, but let's just take this time to give a Deep Space 5 to all the people who ignore me. But then if they did that, then I would feel like they turned their backs on me. And obviously they have. Most of the time I'm just content to sit around and rhyme, but then again I probably should do something more fun than just boring raps. Like I should be playing with the other kids, swinging and being outside, but with this allergic reaction to people, I have to be happy with living inside. I need to go and get that checked, haven't looked at really soon because the infection I've got going is starting to hurt and fester. See, I'm homeschooled and gullible, wear my name on a brass belt buckle. My mom calls me Dan, but my shiny buckle says my name's Lester. Most of the time I'm just content to sit around and rhyme, but then again I never really do just sit around and rhyme. That's a falsity on my part and I apologize. I still made this rap though, from scratch. I'll say raps and then yo, listen to them, it's nothing new really. I'm not trying to start a trend, I'll speak what's on my mind, maybe gain a few friends here in Toronto. I'll say raps and then yo, listen to them, it's nothing new really. I'm not trying to start a trend, I'll speak what's on my mind, maybe gain a few friends. Who here's my new friend? Oh, that's so nice. I'm your new friend too.
Yeah, baby!
Here's a rap song. Hi, I'm the listener from Deep Space 5. I've come to Toronto tonight to get you live. Who needs a breath of fresh air tonight? Say I do.
I do.
Say I do.
I do.
Say I do.
I do.
Say I do. God bless America with the money-making scheme. Let's all prosper to the tragedy, give it a universal theme. You're as evil as maleficent, smiling at the feeling you get when the icicles pierce to your chest and arteries. But It's the moment of revelation that I revel in with the heat of understanding. Melt your oppressors and leaves holes for windows for all the gawkature miscarded dreams. Rapid, I'm moving far away from your aggressors and foes. On stage, your life is a melodramatic kabuki, and in my opinion, you dress yourself in the most attractive kimono, acting out the part of an MC, saying poetry so meaningful. But you're not around yourself, you manage to erase self without help. I see thousands of sponges emaciated into piles of gunpowder, threatening suicide with determined kill this guy. Dried up from a drought of rain to fill insides. Can you see him searching all hands and knees, looking for the first thing to pour into their chapped, parched brains? Washed into the shallows, content would just be knee deep. What am I trying to say? What are you trying to listen to? It's not my fault this media's made it to your home and is now permeating through your living room. Maybe I'm just a poser and everyone else is for real, or maybe I really do measure up short and all this time I thought I had to kneel. We'll let that soak in. Hi, I'm the listener from Deep Space 5. I've come to your town tonight to get you live. Who needs a breath of fresh air tonight? Say I do.
I do.
Say I do.
I do.
Hi.
Woo.
By the way, did I mention my name is the listener? Everyone put an L in the air like this for listener. One big one. You got it. Just make your hand like this. Now put it to your forehead. Cause if you don't make a lot of money, then you don't make sense. If you can't push units, then you're not worth the expense. If you're not writing singles, then you're not worth their lead. If you don't dance to their tune, look at someone else instead. You sway your underground and it fits rest in peace. You're so underground and it fits rest in peace. This artist is starving for a piece of direction without spreading the infection. Being quartered is not exactly my ideal Saturday activity, but if it gives you satisfaction, then tie me up and begin the subtraction. I know you need a pattern to figure life up with, to give you boundaries and to keep yourself coloring in between the lines. Hi, I'm Dan, been feeling 5 foot 11 feet small. I've got tired ears and countless signs and accomplishments to make my failures look tall. We're all just selfish, superficial marionettes putting on the show like a good little cadet. Follow me, cause I found a hole in the net of this prison. I see that hand, and hope you can see mine, and hope you can see fine, because this is where it all starts to get foggy. Weaving in and out of a labyrinth of puppets with cheese as our reward. And I'm not talking about money, honey. This is life, and I know we've all got goals, but let's just be realistic and work on strengthening our own souls. We all know that we're all hollow, filled with sands to be next to the water jets for the future. I'll open up my heart instead. Cause if you don't make a lot of money, then you don't make sense. If you can't push units, then you're not worth the expense. If you're not writing singles, then you're not worth their lead. If you don't dance to their tune, look at someone else instead. You sway your underground and it fits rest in peace. You're so underground and it fits rest in peace. Heads sleep on me like I'm the softest of pillows, like I'm Willow, standing in a crowd of big birds in the black forest, the weeping willow snoring, ignoring my pleas for accountability, like making insomniacs sleep deep and keeping you from filling blank sheets without lies and contradictions. There's nothing fiction about my science cascading into the deepest of chasms, lying at the ground level of a new world of malcontent actors, irritating the scalp of every head around and always faking out faster. Trying to dig a place for yourself with the only skills you can spin. I know you can't help but win a win, but you just can't, my friend. As the needle tangents holes into you, the thinnest of fragile skins, drying up your small gooey box of hopes, dreams, hurts, goals, and ambitions. You just send Emily only concoctables, harmless spells spit like crossbow darts to the heart of this small boy but wishes to be sent to hell. Cause if you don't make a lot of money, then you don't make sense. If you can't push units, then you're not worth the expense. If you're not writing singles, then you're not worth their lead. If you don't dance to their tune, look at someone else instead. If you don't make a lot of money, then you don't make sense. If you can't push units, then you're not worth the expense. If you're not writing singles, then you're not worth their lead. If you don't dance to their tune, look at someone else instead. You swear you're underground and it fits rest in peace. You're so underground and it fits rest in peace.
Woo.
You guys still here?
Yeah.
There's a few. Hey, I'll do the raps, not the DJing. You do the stand there and listen to what I'm saying. How we all doing tonight? Can you all hear me all right? I'll do the raps, not the DJing. You do the stand there and listen to what I'm saying. How we all doing tonight, Toronto? Can you all hear me all right? My iambic pentameter far surpasses your parameters. These verbs speak volumes while your catchphrases get caught and forgotten in your sampler. My tongue spits oceans of logic and translates them into clouds for all to see, when all you can muster is some lethargic cottonmouth. And even the most underground of hip-hop fans with the longest attention spans are screaming, you're boring me. The ability to take a hit would be so advantageous for you to acquire what you're listening to me saying. These word collages. Most colleges of thoughts won't bum me pain with the hooks in the mouth. Brain dead for being pulled, but mostly from lack of a brain to die. All you can say is raps when you hook up words I wouldn't even describe as a vocabulary. The funny thing is, your sayings do speak to me. They made me think of a question mark. Why? Oh, you are a copy of a copy. Someone's brother's girlfriend about a dub hip-hop tape at junior high. Hi. This is what I do. This is what I do. I'll do the raps, not the DJing. You do the stand there and listen to what I'm saying. How we all doing tonight? How we all doing tonight? How we all doing tonight? Can you all hear me all right? Can you all hear me all right? Can you all hear me all right? Give it up for the sound man. He's doing his job.
Yeah.
Got a couple more rap songs for you. Can you all hear me all right?
Yeah.
Can you all hear me all right? That's great. Wrote this song for my wife. I've got a heart that's beating like any other, and my brain is right here writing like my brother's. My self is walking with no trouble, and this stuff is sitting here in the rubble. Without you, all I have is locked inside me. With you, I'm catapulted and excited. You have the key for me to share my life, my wife. If there's no you, there's no me. Before we occupied the same earth, just me, be rhyme writing with no worth. Then you raced through with contemplation. I rose, energized my life, my art, my place in this world more secure than ever. I have so many blessings and matchless pleasure. It's all I can do to keep from screaming. My joy bloods planes, it keeps me dreaming. And now, spotless, two people with no seams. You will be my music, and I will be your dreams. You will be my music, I will be your dreams. Even though we have nothing, it is not what it seems. I will keep you safe, and you will make me smile. Even though we disagree, thank God it's only for a while. You will be my music, I will be your dreams. Even though we have nothing, it is not what it seems. I will keep you safe, and you will make me smile. Even though we disagree, thank God it's only for a while. See, you're more important than my next breath. With every gasp that fills my poor, poor chest, I face the world and even tempt death to be with you, but then I must confess, sometimes we go and make our own mess, but that's just because we like to keep our own stress, and stress won't grow unless it's kept fed. Life's not a contest, but I'll try and give you my best. You're more exciting than our first kiss. Every day you're mine is like my best wish to be with you and see what I'll miss, because without you I just can't exist. Your life's more vivid than my best dream, and I'm glad we're pulling for the same team. Home is where our hearts are, though cliche it seems. I want you, not the next best thing. You will be my music, I will be your dreams. Even though we have nothing, it is not what it seems. I will keep you safe, and you will make me smile. Even though we disagree, thank God it's only for a while. You will be my music, I will be your dreams. Even though we have nothing, it is not what it seems. I will keep you safe, and you will make me smile. Even though we disagree, thank God it's only for a while. Thank you guys for listening. This is my last song. I'll be at the back product table. Smiles and conversation is free. I was alone and my train was late that night. I saw a crumpled man, blinded by the life that he treated himself to. Crippled from the nights, receiving endless beatings that even a house couldn't endure. Palm raised skyward, his meager belongings collected on the floor, singing songs to no one about nothing but crying because they mean so much. It's these babblings that keep his life going, keep the nickels flowing deep into his cup. Then we both were framed in awkward silence, and I was in his living room invading his trust. He finally said to me he had one last cigarette to smoke and it was time to give it up. But he laughed and added he wasn't sure which to give up, his life or the habit. He said it's my habits that make my fingers weak. When my chances come, I can't grab it. But it's my life that makes it hard, and when my opportunities are there for free, I choose my habits. I have smiled and offered the most empathetic nod that I can conjure up and said, I hear you, brother. I've got problems too, but words won't fill your cup. I've got responsibilities to face and they're woven tight to my dreams. I've got more bills to pay than I have time, and I'm starting to rip at the seams. I've got a plan, and I know that if I stick to it, I can accomplish happiness. I've got goals to beat my will, and lately it's been hard to accept the challenge. He said, man, is God talking to you? How could you not see? So blind that you can't spare to make change because all your focus is on that me. So wrapped up in your own skin that you can't help set an old man free. I've been in your shoes before. It feels like it was yesterday, if not at all. My existence has been a blink, and for the life of me, I can't remember what I saw. That made so much sense to me, even though I convinced myself that he was totally insane. I bent over and lit a cigarette and told him to mind his own business because I was just waiting for my train. He said, I've been waiting there forever, just dying in my skin, and the only reason you're living life is because you're curious what'll happen at the end. That might be true, but why should I pay my hard-earned attention to vagabond doctrine? If you've got so much knowledge to give, why not treat yourself to what you're offering? You probably have lived a hard life, and I apologize, but I have my own problems that you couldn't understand, just like a lot of guys now. Here's a couple bucks, go buy yourself whatever makes you happy, even though I promised myself to never pay for you to make my city look trashy. You refused the money and sat there singing songs of love and hate. I crammed the change in my pocket, called him a lunatic, and went on with my weight. As I stood there hovering near his tiny frame, I could feel his eyes judging me sadly. It's as if he had to convince me that my life was on the wrong track and I needed it badly. I said, hey old man, your cigarette's all smoked up, it's time for you to leave. He looked at the trail of ash in his shirt and smiled as if it gave him some sort of relief. He propped himself up, collected his life, and got prepared to become one with the night. Before he left, he turned around and wished me luck with all my plans and said something about learning to walk before I ran. Before I knew it, he was out of my sight, and I'd already forgotten his reasonings. I could hear my train coming, and home was on my mind, not his cryptic meanings. Another traveler was on the platform, but for some reason he was running towards me. All I could see was his eyes, but it's his words that always stick with me. Through his heavy breath, he asked if I had just spent time with the old man. I nodded in affirmation and tried to calm him so he could tell me why he ran. And he said this to me. He said, man, that was God talking to you, how could you not see? That was God talking right to your face, trying to hand you the keys. He was right here, and I can't understand why you chose to make him leave. He just died in my arms right outside the station and said you were his only friend. He begged me to tell you about his life, make you see the light, give you your chance again. I cringed at the reality that was facing me. I told the man I had no time for this, and on my way I had to be. Right about that time, my train pulled up and I made my escape. I sat in the empty plastic seat and held tight to my fate. That was decades ago, and now I sit singing on my own platform. My belongings stowed tightly in my bags, handing out my sad, sad songs. And I say it's my habits that make my fingers weak. When my chances come, I can't grab them. But it's my life that makes it hard. When my opportunities are there for free, I choose my habits. I have no responsibilities, and as a result, I no longer need my dreams. I don't have any bills to pay, it's like I'm free, but I'm really in captivity. I don't have any plans except to just sit here and try and weather the storm. I wish I had goals, but if I had those, then I wouldn't be here warning you on my platform, singing train songs. Thank you guys, I'm the listener. It's spelled Listener. You guys have been lovely. Thank you, Toronto. Come check me out in the back.